Hi SMC, hopefully everyone is doing well during these times, and today we're going to be going through a Pronto tutorial. I will be showing you how Pronto is utilized within your Canvas shells, and then after that demonstrate how it is going to be used on your smartphone via whether you have an iPhone or an Android. So without further ado, let's jump into Canvas. Hey, how's everyone doing? So let me get in here, and this would be, let's say, an example of your Canvas course, right? Your shell, whatever it is going to be. And so don't mind some of my things over here, you know, with my history class, etc. But if we go over here to the left-hand side with our usual sort of, you know, bracket of account and courses and your inbox, etc. Once you do have Pronto integrated, and for the history department, at this point it should be, you can click on Pronto, and then boom, we have stuff that, you know, kind of pops up. And so this is going to be the look whenever you are on Canvas, right? And then you have this window on the bottom right hand corner of your screen. Now you have a lot of functionality in terms of using it for your specific courses, right? Like your big classes. So here, for example, my history 10s, right, are available. And also you can private message students, you can private message faculty. Shout out to Sang. And of course we have, let's say, our history homeroom and other, oh, got another notification. Boom. Someone just messaged me. But you can jump right in and just, you know, have a conversation with somebody. So for example, let me just go in with, let's see, let me go in with our history sort of homeroom. And so, you know, here we have different conversations. People can post up links, you know, little sort of smiley emojis, right? Sang gave this a hilarious sort of GIF, you know, of some of the kids knocking out. And so people can react to it, you know, with, let's say, a laugh or a thumbs up or a heart for liking. So it adds a lot more sort of interactivity, you know, with your classes and with, you know, just kind of being up to date with folks. So this is how it, you know, pretty much looks as far as, you know, the interaction and interactivity with Pronto. Now, if you do have a camera attached to your computer, whether you're using this from a laptop form or anything else, you could request a meeting. So you can start the meeting, whether it's class-wide or start the meeting just if it is individual based, right? So you can just click on, for example, if I go back to the homeroom, and I can start the meeting, everyone will get a little notification saying like, hey, George started the meeting. You can jump right in and do voice conferencing. You can turn your camera and audio off, similar to Zoom, but you know, you could just video chat. And this is very convenient and comfortable, especially when we are dealing with, let's say, you know, numerous students, office hours, somebody just wants to ask you a question or maybe get face-to-face a little bit. So instead of scheduling and sitting down a full-time hour of office hours, for example, right, for someone to jump in, they could say, hey, professor, I just have a quick question. Would you mind just video chatting? And say, sure, I'm free in 10 minutes. Let's chat for 5 minutes or so. And then it's essentially just like FaceTime, you know, if you're on your phone, for example, or even on a computer, and you can FaceTime them. And so this is very, you know, open, very interactive. And this is, you know, much faster than, let's say, for example, answering emails. And for, you know, you might have numerous amounts of emails that you have to sift through, versus here it's pretty quick. And for me, one of the best things about Pronto is that sometimes a student is going to ask a question in your class, right? What is the chapter reading for this week? When is the due date for the essay, right? Stuff like that. And so instead of, I suppose, traditionally going into your email and answering things one by one, here, a lot of the students can just answer each other's questions and sort of help each other out. So for example, if you are, I don't know, grocery shopping, and so you're not exactly going to be on your phone 24/7, so maybe in 30 minutes or 40 minutes or something, you'll hop back on your phone or your workstation or whatever. Within that half hour, I might just see, let's say, I don't know, 5 or 6 or 7 notifications on my phone from Pronto, and I'll look in there, someone asked a question, but then their classmates answered that question for them. A lot more interactive, a lot more engaging. And so this is, a great little resource and tool. As far as, let's say, if we're looking at tasks, the task situation is more of a, let's say, administrative tool. So in my interactions with some of the Pronto team members, the tasks will be a little bit more, let's say, administrative based. So if, for example, Pronto is being utilized by administration, and you have hundreds of people on the same, let's say, group chat or message or something, you could just make individualized tasks or larger tasks, and then, kind of check them off as they sort of proceed. You could do this with assignments as well if you are, let's say, under the instructor category. But typically, I suppose, your Canvas is going to speak for itself as far as due dates and anything else goes. So I personally use Pronto more of a, kind of class interaction type of situation and scenario here. But let's go back and, I'll try to transition right now to perhaps talking while I am going to be on the Pronto app. So see you there. Alrighty, folks, we are back. And so let's look at, let's say, my education app over here. And so we can go into Pronto. So I can just click on Pronto, and then boom, on my iPhone, everything kind of just pops up. And so you have your functionality here in terms of, let's say, if you are, let's say, adjunct, what, let's say, college or campus you're part of. So it has multi-campus functionality. That's fantastic. It's great. It's something I've been working on with the Pronto team, kind of giving them some suggestions as far as the adjunct, faculty goes. So they're very open, very suggestive to all these ideas. It is great to see. But let's stick with Santa Monica for now. And so, just like last time, you can go into your sort of big classes, right? Your kind of main section. So let's go into some of our, big courses. And so here, I was telling them, and I just kind of showed them a photo. Here's me. Hey, how you doing? That I was doing a presentation. And so I got some great sort of feedback. Good luck. Nice PC setup. Giving me a little like killing it, a little GIF over here. So high levels of interactivity. And honestly, this reminds me so much of, let's say, being back in the classroom, because I know that many of us tend to perhaps miss being, on campus because of the online situation of COVID. And so this adds such a nice little level of interactivity. And so, for example, let's say, I already liked a few of these, but let's say for the Mr. Will Ferrell GIF over here, I can hold down the comment, and then I get a bunch of different options. So I could like it. Here I gave it a heart. You could laugh, right? Whatever it is you want to do, copy, save, delete it. So even my own post, let's say if I go to my own post here, I can delete it. I can do whatever it is that I want to do. All the way at the bottom, if you do notice, obviously you could type a message. So boom, you can just start typing a message, right? Let's say if I could do, hi, right? Something like that. However, let's say if I just want to, post a photograph, for example, on the bottom left-hand corner, you can click that and have access to, let's say, your photo capabilities. So let me do that right now. And then boom, here's my PC setup. I'm recording a few things, and then boom, there I am. And so you could, give a photograph, right, and just kind of send it right then and there. The second one over from the left-hand side, that is going to go into your file folder as far as your photographs, right? So whatever's in photos, you can send a picture to them, right? If you have something saved. I will spare you all of my nephew photos as far as, my sort of photograph library goes. So let's kind of, stay away from there. Here's another cool one. So this is for the administrator. So the middle left. These are the tasks, and so you could give a task to your class, or if you are part of the larger administration, You can give sort of individualized or sort of group meeting tasks of stuff that needs to be done. That is a nifty feature. The second from the right, it is going to be files. So if you do have files or you want to even scan documents, you can upload them right here. So on your phone, if you are integrated into Dropbox, Google Suites, Microsoft Office, whatever, and you have some file on your phone handy, let's say the syllabus for the course, you can just drop it here early on so everyone kind of has access to the syllabus. So it's very, very handy. And then probably one of my most favorites is obviously the one on the bottom right, the GIFs. And so you can open up the GIFs, right? And let's say I was very thankful that everyone commented and gave me some positive feedback. And so I want to say thank you. And then boom, I get to scroll through, right? See exactly what I want to, send. Here's Mr. Bill Murray. So I get to send a Bill Murray and then, maybe type something in, right? Thank you for the positive support. And then if I'm ready, I can send that over. So this definitely gives a very good level of interaction with your class, and between themselves as well. You can direct message anyone in the course. You as an instructor can direct message anybody in Pronto as well. And so it just really, really adds that extra little bit of interactivity. Now, something that I have noticed, which is pretty cool, this is a new update. So for example, Nicole said, good luck over here at the end. Now, if you go and do this gives a fantastic little sort of mention, right? And so boom, you can directly sort of message folks and it'll pop up on your phone feed, right? That somebody direct mentioned you. It is very fun, very interactive. And obviously, let's say we're back on the home page over here. You can go to individualized rooms, right, and kind of say whatever it is you need to say. Start a video chat, perhaps. Well, I'll jump into, let's say, the home room. And so I won't do it at the moment, just to spare everyone. But if you let's say go into the upper right hand corner with the video button, you can start a video with all of the co-faculty, or in your class, or anything else of importance. On the very bottom, let's say if you hit the plus screen, right, you can direct message someone, create groups, enter group codes, create tasks, a lot more sort of functionality and levels there. Here's something pretty cool. Let's say for one of your sections, for one of the courses, if you hold it down, now you can hide it, nickname it, mute it. So I understand some of you have, let's say, concerns. Well, if my Pronto is on all day, am I going to get barraged? Personally, I just ask them at the beginning of the semester, like, hey, just respect the class, be mindful of everyone's time. I usually say approximately 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Anything after that, people are relaxing or sleeping or whatever, and people tend to be very respectful of time. Now, let's say if your semester is done and you have all of these groups and chats and everything else, you could just hide the previous semester's chats and then they're gone. You don't have to sift through all of those and kind of clean it up. I could nickname this one. I don't know. I've been watching a lot of The Mandalorian lately. So let's say I could say this is The Way, right? And maybe add a little bit of a, emoji or, something else. But, you can nickname it whatever it is that you want to nickname it, right? Just for your own personal preference. And so, yeah, this gives a really good sort of functionality viewpoint of, Pronto and how, you can just use it on the fly. Now, my last commentary here in relation to my sort of phone screen here is going to be the main advantage of using Pronto on your phone versus just, going into Canvas is that you are always going to sort of have it on hand. So personally, I use it in such a way where if I am out and about, I am grocery shopping, I'm with family, I'm not in front of my workstation, I'm not in front of my laptop or PC or whatever. And somebody just asked me a very simple question like, oh, hey, when is the due date for the essay? Let's say the answer is, oh, this upcoming Sunday. I could just very quickly message that and then we are all on the same page. I do not have to wait, let's say, for my family event to be over for 2, 3, 4 hours or however long it's going to be before answering them. So it eases their anxiety, it eases your anxiety in terms of just answering emails. And so it is a fun sort of level of interaction there. See you on the big screen. Hey, welcome back. So hopefully this was a nice little short tutorial for all of you to kind of see what Pronto looks like, whether it's on your Canvas page or whether it's on your phone. It does add a little bit extra compatibility with, let's say, just interacting with your students and, having that human interaction. It takes it to the next level, especially in these online times. Just having, let's say, discussion questions or sending email back and forth, it's not as engaging. So I find that, every single semester I've been using it personally, sending some photographs or GIFs or memes or anything else definitely helps bridge the gap, especially, now that we are remote, we're having online learning and distancing. I've had many students kind of reach out to me and also say they've enjoyed it compared to their other classes because it's a little more cut and dry because it's all online. And so it's nice to see let's say the instructor's face, or for them to kind of chat and communicate with one another, and text and add GIFs and memes and likes and whatever else that they do. They are so used to this form of communication. For them, it is natural. I probably, for every single student that's logged on to Canvas, it has taken them maybe 20 minutes tops to figure it out. It's very intuitive. It is just like regular texting on your cell phone, which everybody does on a daily basis. So I would highly recommend it if anyone is considering adopting it or using it in their courses. It does add that level of interaction that just Canvas LMS by itself at the moment just does not offer. And so I really hope you enjoyed this little short tutorial. Hopefully I answered some questions that you had or concerns. And please let me know if you need anything else. Take care.